Boys and girls, it's that time again. It's the most wonderful time of the year. We are at Disneyland Paris. That's the hotel we're staying in this year, the Newport Bay Club. We've not stayed in there before. We had dinner there last year. We stayed the other side of the lake last year at the Hotel New York, the Marvel themed one. This one, £800 cheaper. So wasn't a difficult decision to stay in there this time around. But here, of course, we have Anna. We also have Pabby with us this year, mainly because Anna wants to set a high score on the Spider-Man ride and doesn't trust her ability to do that with me. So she's brought a competent adult who, as you can see, is taking photographs of the scenery. So we are here for the next 4 days. We've got 3 nights, 4 park days, and we're just gonna bring you along with us. Have some Disney shenanigans. You know the drill if you've seen our Disney videos in the past. If you haven't seen our Disney videos in the past, I'll link to them down below so you can go and see them. What you've never seen on those videos is an excellent shirt like this one. Don't worry, I've got 6 of these. You're going to see some lovely shirts while we're here. But yeah, I think the plan now, it's 12:30. We've just arrived, having had a 3:30 AM alarm this morning at Folkestone, come via the Eurotunnel, and just arrived, got everything checked into the hotel, heading into the parks so Anna can go on It's a Small World, because she's desperate. She is desperate for It's a Small World. It's her absolute favourite, so we're going to go on there. I'll tell you what we've got from here as well. An excellent view of the Hotel New York, where we stayed last year. And here we have the whole lake situation and a proper look at the hotel we're staying in this time. It's a big one, a very, very big one. I'm giddy. Can you tell that I'm giddy? And here we go. We are through security and entering the Disney Village for the first time this year. And the first thing I'm noticing that's different to normal is there's a new restaurant, Rosalie, which I think, did there used to be Cafe Mickey there? I know that was all fenced off and boarded up last year. So I guess when we were here last year, they were banging away and working on that. We've got the balloon over to the side. They've got a different area fenced off here now. So I guess they're building something between the Disney Village and the Hotel New York. Not sure what's going in there. And there, of course, we have the glorious Earl of Sandwich. One thing I have been warned about is that the Lego store is closed for renovation. Very sad, but the Lego store is somewhere else apparently. There is still a Lego store, it's just not where it normally is, so we need to find that. Yeah, you can see this whole area where this row of shops usually is completely shut off and boarded up. But I can also see that there is a sign pointing people towards where the Lego store has been temporarily moved to, so we're all good. We don't need to panic. No Lego store, we'd just probably go home, not bother. Is that new as well, or is that all part of the same thing? I think that might be all part of the same thing. So lots of sandwich options around here now, which is jolly good. It's also very, very quiet. It's 12:30 on a Tuesday, just gone 12:30 on a Tuesday. There is nobody here in the Disney Village. Now I realise kids have now gone back to school. The Paralympics finished last Friday as we're recording this. So I guess France in general is just taking a breath and recovering from the madness of the Olympics and the Paralympics and kids' summer holidays and stuff. Maybe we've picked the perfect week to be here. Now, where's this Lego store? Right, we're heading around this way because somebody told me on TikTok that apparently the temporary home for the Lego store is next to the Steakhouse. Now, there's multiple steakhouses, so it might not be here. They might have been lying. We do get to see the giraffes when we come around here as well. I mean, I'm seeing McDonald's, I'm seeing a steakhouse. I don't imagine it's going to be in that gap at the end, so I don't think there's a Lego store down here, so it's probably a little... We'll just go right into the corner just to double, triple check, but I think it's probably round in the main part of the Disney Village. If it's in this corner, I can't imagine anyone ever goes in it. No, that is Fine Meats since 1942 in there. Yeah, the giraffe's over there though, so we can just see him. And now we'll head back this way, continue to hunt for the Lego store. There's a sign there that says Lego is left, so we could have just looked at that sign. There you go, we found the Lego store. It's right next to the sports bar, so between the sports bar and the big Disney store. That is the temporary Lego store directly below Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, which means I can't really film this without getting a copyright strike. There we go, there's the Lego store. Proper look at that. Let's have a look, check our opening hours. They're very important. There will be a proper tour of this store that will go up on the Block Party channel. It's probably already up. So it's a lot smaller than the old one was. but it does exist. So there you go, first look at the Disneyland Park Hotel. Very pretty it is. I think that's open again now. That was closed for renovations last time we were here. I'm wondering if we'll ever come here and not have loads of it closed for renovations. To have most of the village and most of Studios Park closed at the same time is a bit of a blow.
2019 was the best, wasn't it?
Yeah, Anna's just saying 2019 pretty much everything was open, although the train wasn't. And there were a few other things. I think there's only 2 train stations open now. But we're going in, we're starving because we had breakfast at like 4 a.m, 5 a.m. So we are absolutely starving. So we're going to get in, get some food. We just contemplated hitting the Five Guys back there and have managed to hold off because we can't come to Disneyland and have a Five Guys. But we need to get in the parks and get fed and then get on It's a Small World. We're in, we're in, we're in, we are in. I'm ready. Anna's doing something. We're not quite ready. I'm ready. We're going to go and see the castle. Very excited. I like it here. This is my favourite place. It's Donald Duck's birthday apparently. Not necessarily specifically today, but there's going to be loads of Donald Duck merch. I've got like 3 or 4 Donald Duck shirts. I am a Donald Duck guy, so we're here for Donald Duck things. Very, very happy. The train! Lovely, lovely, lovely. We will definitely be having at least one go on that while we're here. Always a lot of noise in here. Have we come in during a parade? Or are they just playing very loud music? I think we might have arrived during a parade. I like a parade. Not when I've just arrived at the park though. And there we have it, a parade. Great timing if you wanted to come here and see a parade when you first arrived. I just want to get over there and have some lunch, and they're not letting us through, so I guess we're watching the parade. And there we go, there is our first look at the Disney Castle for this year, with some more construction work going on next to it, because the whole place is under construction apparently. But there is the Disney Castle. It's certainly a lot busier now we've come into this bit. I guess the lunchtime parade was the reason the Disney Village was so deserted, because it is certainly rammed down Main Street. Well, we've made it as far as the sandwich shop that's like halfway down Main Street. We have croque monsieur and a Mickey beignet, and I'll be much more human once I've had something to eat. Lunch consumed. We are now heading to It's a Small World. These two might not realise it. We are absolutely heading to It's a Small World. It's the law that it's the first ride we go on because it's the best ride in the world. In other news, the sun's come out. It was supposed to be rubbish weather this week. It is actually only 18 degrees here. It's going to be a little bit more overcast and cloudy and rainy than it has been when we've been here in the past. But when the sun's shining, it actually feels quite warm on the old arms. It's shorts weather. We're on our way to It's a Small World. Try not to get too excited though. My old buddy, Eeyore! Eeyore is here. And Tigger. But Eeyore's the main event, as everybody knows. Love that guy. We bonded last year over breakfast. We had a lovely time. Here we go then, boys and girls. The greatest ride in theme park history. I am getting wet. I'm getting very wet, but I'm ready. I'm having a lovely, lovely time. Look, so's Anna. So we're starting to formulate a bit of a plan. We've come into Discoveryland, I think this bit is called. I still don't know the names of the different areas. We want to go on the Buzz Lightyear laser blast because it's awesome. Pab wants a lanyard because me and Anna are wearing lanyards, which makes us look officially cool. So we're hoping the shop next to Buzz Lightyear, which I think is there and doesn't look very open, we're hoping we're able to get a lanyard from there and then go on the ride. So I guess we can go in the shop first, then the ride. Set some high scores. If you've watched our Disney videos before and remember the hunt where I went in every shop in Disneyland Paris looking for a bullseye, couldn't find one, Andy wanted one, couldn't find one anywhere, had to get him a bath set. First shop we've been in, absolutely loads of them. And they're pretty cool as well. Where were they a few years ago? Buzz Lightyear complete. We're going to declare me the world champion of that because these two are going to beat me on every other high score game this week. But it got stopped halfway round and I was right in front of a target. I just shot it over and over and over again. Still only got 65,000, which apparently is still quite a low score. But it was higher than either of them got. So I am the champion. It won't be the case when we get on the Spider-Man ride later today or tomorrow or whenever we do that. They'll ruin me on that one. Well, we're about to do something we've never done before. at Disneyland Paris. Now I've lost a little bit of weight, I think I can fit on some of the big scary rides, and I'm also less likely to have a heart attack or stroke by going on them. So we're going to see if I can squeeze into Hyperspace Mountain, and if I can, we're going to go on that. I officially retired from roller coasters about 10 years ago. This is my comeback. I can't guarantee I'm going to enjoy it. Well, after nearly 10 years away, that is me officially unretired from roller coasters. Hyperspace Mountain was good. I am not injured. I fit on it. I am feeling a little bit queasy. The travel sickness kicked in because there's lots of flashing lights and darkness and stuff in there. So I perhaps need to take the travel sickness pills. I did show my inexperience on roller coasters because at the start they put the harness thing down. I was just kind of leaning forward like that. Once it got going, because it was going so fast, my head basically got stuck like that. I went round half the ride with my head stuck basically down in my lap, trying to force it back against the G-force. I eventually got my head back. Once I got my head back, much more comfortable. But yeah, positive news. I fit on a roller coaster. We dragged Anna on as well, and look at her, look at that smiling face. Now we've got to go and do all the roller coasters. Yeah, Anna banged her head and got her hair trapped in the harness at the end. But we're largely unscathed. So we're now approaching, hotel room should be ready any time now o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. They said it'd be ready between 3 and 4. So we're having a slow walk back in that direction, and going to jump in some shops on the way. We've come down the back of Main Street because there's a parade going on. Yeah, there's a parade going on Main Street at the moment. So we've come through the arcade. We're going to have a look in the back of all of the shops for goodies. We love goodies. It's 3:20. We've just had the text come through to say the room's ready, or a room is ready. We've got 2 rooms between the 3 of us. We only have 1 room number. We've been texted. So some of us are getting a room. We're heading back now to chill out for a bit before our dinner booking for, I think, 5:30 tonight. Tired. We've been up a long time. Well, after much kerfuffle, we are finally in our room. Pab didn't get his room allocated to him properly. He is now directly opposite us. That's his door. So we can knock and run on him anytime we want, but we are in. Oh, that's the wrong button. If you saw our review of the Hotel New York last year, my initial impression is don't expect that. That's obviously a newly refurbished hotel, whereas my understanding is this is one of the original Disneyland Paris from the 90s hotels that doesn't look like it's had a refurb since, other than maybe getting a new coffee machine and a new hotel. But we'll have a quick look around. A new hotel, a new TV. Let's have a little bit of a look around though. So on this side, as we come in, we have this curtain which leads to the start of the bathroom, I want to say. So we've got this little bench and some clothes hanging areas and a cot, and then you can see just how sexy my shirt is. If you've not been looking at my shirt throughout the day, look at that bad boy. What a shirt. So sink there, and then bath with shower and little, hold on, mouse themed shampoo and stuff, which you don't get in the Marvel one because it's obviously all Marvel themed over there. And there is the poop hole over there, not yet been pooped in, will be shortly. We have an iron and an ironing board, which is very handy because you can probably tell in this mirror just how creased my shirt is, fresh out of the packaging. And then if we come into the main part of the room, as you can see, it does come with a 3 woman, and we've got a double bed each, so very romantic location. There isn't really much in the way of bedside plug access for my CPAP machine. There is one down there, so I guess I'm going to plug in there and then run my extension lead, which I brought with me, across to there and stand the CPAP machine on there. But it's not really, if you like to have your phone plugged in bedside, there's no plugs over here either, again, because it's an older room, but obviously we'll have an extension lead running across so we can both plug into that. You got a Newport Bay pen, or just a Disneyland pen? Okay. Oh, it is a Newport Bay. Oh, really nice. And then we've got nice Lavazza coffee machine and kettle and beverages and cups and things. We've already taken advantage of the ice machine, which is just outside, and some water. Is there a fridge? Is there a fridge, do we think? Is this... Well, to put beverages in. We had a fridge last year. I'm just wondering if there's a fridge. Are these drawers? That's just a thing. That doesn't open. Does any of this open? Okay, so there are drawers. I don't think there's a fridge. But there is a nice view out of here. It's a better view than we had from the Hotel in New York, because out the window here, you can see where the pool is over there, and you can just see round to sort of the edge of the Disney Village over there. You can see the Hotel New York across the other side of the lake as well. So that would be nice when that's all lit up late. You can hear the Disneyland train as well. And then just out here, oh wow, there's Disney theming. I didn't even notice that. We've got Disney theming all around the top of the room, which is cool. Again, you miss out on the Disney theming being in the Marvel themed hotel. It has got my name on the tiny little telly, which does appeal to me. Do these open? No. So we've got no fridge, but what we have got, if we come around here, out the door, so you can see it's all very nautically themed in here, but literally right next to us, we have the ice dispenser. So good in so much as we can get ice easily, bad if everyone on this floor wants ice in the middle of the night, because it's going to be busy in here. But like I think I said at the start of the video, the reason we're in here rather than the Marvel one, again, firstly, to experience a different hotel, but also because this one was so much cheaper than being the other side of the water. So we're missing out on the Marvel theming, but it makes up for it with Disney theming. We're missing out on some of the more modern amenities, plug sockets, that kind of thing. And obviously not having a fridge, having a much smaller TV. But I think we're saving, between the three of us, I think we're saving over £700 across a 3-night stay by being here rather than there. We're just as close to the park, so we've still got that excellent convenience. So I think for a lower cost, but still premium, it's still a 4-star hotel. The pool does look nice. It looks like there's quite a lot of people over in the pool over there. Can't really complain. For the three of us, for 3 nights here and 4 days park passes, plus a half-board meal pass, it's cost us less than £2,000 for 3 people. So that's pretty good value. That is less than me and Anna paid for 2 people last year to stay in the other hotel with the meal plan, and that also includes Eurotunnel crossing as well. So pretty good value trip. And we are now going to have a little bit of a nap because it's nearly 4 o'clock. We've got a table booked at the Silver Spur Steakhouse, which is in Disneyland Park. I forget which land. I never remember which. Adventureland. It's over near Big Thunder Mountain and all the cowboy themed stuff. But we've got a table there at 5:30. So we've got maybe an hour to try and have a little bit of a nap after being up since 3:30 this morning. So I am going to claim a bed and have a snooze. Well, much later than advertised, we are back out and about again. It's gone 6:30, which is over an hour after our previous dinner reservation. I'm still tired, even though I've had a nap. We had a nap. Some of us had rather long naps, but we had a nap and managed to get us booked into the same restaurant we were going to be in for 5:30. Managed to get a reservation for 7:15, so cancelled the 5:30 one, rebooked for a little bit later on, so we can now have a more leisurely walk over there now, having had a little bit of a nap and a refresh, because we've been up very many hours at this point. We never learn. We always plan to leave mega early and then end up crashing on the first day, but we're heading over there now for dinner. And actually it works a little bit better in terms of staying out for the fireworks as well, because by the time we finish dinner it'll be much closer to fireworks o'clock. If we'd have been over there for a 5:30 dinner, I think we'd have struggled to fill time and stay out for the fireworks, because the last thing you want to do when you're full of dinner is go on a load of rides. So this way, if we're in our dinner like an hour and a half, it'll be pretty much time to go over and grab a spot for the fireworks then, although it looks like it's going to rain and it is chilly compared to how it was last year. We were here almost October last year and it was shorts and t-shirts, sun cream weather the whole time. It's currently 18 degrees, feels cooler. Going to drop as low as 10 though, so we're trousers and jumpers and wishing I'd brought a jacket with me kind of weather. So might have to get myself a cowboy coat while we're over near the Silver Spur Steakhouse getting our dinner. Well, we've managed to fight through the crowds. It's almost as if at 7 o'clock everyone's trying to leave the parks for the day, but we've made it to Frontierland. Here we are. We're actually about 15 minutes early for dinner, so. Huh? Yeah, we've got a little bit of a problem. We forgot to charge Anna's scooter when we were recharging ourselves, so I don't think it's going to make it through the evening. So there's probably going to be footage of me and or Pab pushing Anna back to the hotel in a bit. But we'll worry about that when it actually dies. So the restaurant we're going to is over there, but we don't need to be there for 15 minutes. Shall we go to the shop? You're going to go and hide. Anna's worried she's going to break down. So dinner at the Silver Spur Steakhouse, where we had the best meal of our entire trip last year. Starter is a Caesar salad with an excellent looking poached egg. And these two have got tomato soup, smoky tomato soup, is it? The menu's a little bit different to what it was last year, but it still smells amazing in here. I like this place. It's all on the meal plan. We've done the meal plans again as usual. So 3 courses, all included in meal plan. So all we've got to pay for on top of that is our beverages, which are expensive, but I'm going to eat my poached egg. And this is the dessert.
Salt in the thing and then
lovely. Well, that was a good dinner, but my official review is not as good as last year. We were just talking about it. Last year we came here on the meal plan and had like a delicious autism-friendly beige platter for starters, a proper steak for the main, and pecan pie for dessert. And it was, this year, everything feels like it's been downgraded just a smidgen for budgetary reasons to keep it within meal plan. It was nice, it wasn't great. It is now 10 to 9. The illuminations are literally starting now, so we're going to wander over there, see if we can see them from like the top of Main Street. We're not going to get into the little Anna-friendly viewing area, so we might just not bother with them tonight and go into the village and do some shopping and come and do the illuminations tomorrow. Doesn't look like they've got the illuminations in studios this year, which they had last year, in which case we don't need to go and see the ones in Disneyland Park 3 times while we're here, so it's not the end of the world if we miss them tonight. But we'll head down there and have a look. Anna's keen, you can tell, because she is razzing off on her scooter to try and see if she can get a spot. I don't think she has much chance, but she's given it a good go. We're certainly not getting into the viewing area, because as we came out of Frontierland, they've waved us off at the back entrance to Main Street. I can't actually, oh, we're in the arcade on the back of Main Street. The arcade's just there, so I don't think we're going to get into a position where we can see the illuminations. And it looks like they've started, actually. The castle looks very lit up from where we're standing. Yeah, that was absolute chaos back there, so we've given up that plan, and we are going to wander into the Disney Village, and hopefully, because everyone's back there, we'll be able to have a proper look in some of the shops down this way and see what we can find. Well, Anna's scooter at this point is very much redlining, so we're leaving it outside the shop, hoping nobody steals it, and we're coming into World of Disney, the best shop here at Disneyland Paris, to hopefully get some Donald Duck stuff, because there was supposed to be lots of Donald Duck stuff. I hope there's lots of Christmas stuff out. It's a bit early for Christmas, but it's all out, which is jolly nice. Couple of purchases made. I'll show you what we got when we get back to the hotel. As you can see from the crowds over there, we've timed this just wrong as everyone's leaving after the illuminations. And now we've got all the fun of seeing if Anna's scooter makes it back to the hotel without breaking down, which should be interesting. Right, we're back in the hotel. The lighting in here is terrible, I'm afraid. So we'll just quickly show you what we purchased today. Anna's scooter survived, by the way. We did have to push it just through the door of the room, but it just about survived. We got one of these for Andy, because Andy loves Pixar, although we've now noticed there is a little hole in it. So we're going to have to take it back tomorrow, because he will finger that hole immediately and this thing will be empty and inside of him within an hour. So that's going to go back and be swapped over for one that's not wrecked. And then we made a few purchases. So this one is Anna's. She got herself a t-shirt with a critter on it. Thank you. Anna stood just there. I didn't just throw it onto the floor. I got a Donald Duck mug, which I'm not going to unwrap because I want to keep it nice so it doesn't get broken on the way home. And also a Donald Duck jumper situation. Is this a Spirit jersey? Is that what they are? I was led to believe there'd be loads of Donald Duck stuff here because it was the 90th anniversary of Donald Duck and there was hardly any. So I bought the 2 things that I saw. I am definitely a Donald Duck guy. It is now 3 minutes past 10. We are shattered. We've been up since 3:30 this morning. We need to be up at like 6 tomorrow to get down for breakfast, then get in for extra magic hour. So we are going to get Anna's scooter on charge and go to bed. Folks, it is our first full day at Disneyland Paris, and for the first time ever, and I think this is our 5th trip to Disneyland Paris, and we've come at all different times of the year, but for the first time ever, we have woken up to pouring rain. It is still only 17 minutes past 7 in the morning. We are going to be heading down for our breakfast in a second, so hopefully the rain will clear up over the course of the morning. Looking at the weather forecast app, there's not forecast to be any rain today. It isn't going to be warm, but it shouldn't rain. I'm saying it, and now I'm realising we did come in December once and it rained all day, but we were dressed in coats and umbrellas and things because we were expecting it. It's early September. We've been later in the year than this before and had lovely sunny weather, so we weren't really expecting it. I'm in shorts and a very sexy up shirt, which does have a Kevin on. I looked at my shirt this morning and was very upset because I didn't think there was a Kevin on it. I bought an up shirt specifically because I wanted a Kevin, and I found a Kevin on the arm. There is a Kevin somewhere on there. So I am officially wearing a Kevin shirt, but we're about to go down for breakfast. I will bring you with us, not on this main camera though, so the audio might be a bit iffy for a couple of breakfast clips, but I know some of you like to see the breakfast. It is just going to be the standard Disney breakfast, so like eggs, bacon, hopefully Mickey waffles. Huh?
No crying Kevin or Eel.
Yeah, no crying Kevin because of going to see Eel. You need to watch last year's playlist to understand what we're talking about there. But yeah, we're going to jump down for breakfast. We'll see you on the other side. We are going to try and get into the parks for magic hour. That being said, if it's pouring with rain, it's not as magic as it could be, and we might not bother. We might go swimming or something instead. We'll see. But breakfast, we'll see you there. So here we go then on a traditionally tiny plate. We have some scrambled eggs, some bacon, potato, obviously Mickey waffles, a little bit of pastry and whatnot, and coffee. There is quite the nice spread over there. But these are the biggest plates they've got, and Anna is fuming that there's no fried eggs. One important thing to note about this hotel, the Newport Bay Club Hotel, if you've got accessibility problems or like a kid in a pushchair, there's only one lift, this one lift from reception down to where the parks are, and so yeah, and the restaurants and everything is down there. So the queues for this are massive all the time. Especially getting back last night after the fireworks, it was probably a queue 10 people deep, and the lift's only big enough for one. I can't get in here with Anna.
What are you doing?
No, sorry, I forgot. I can't get in there with you. It's too small. So we have to get Anna in, and then I head down the stairs and meet her down there. But it's even worse coming back up again. And at busy times, obviously, that lift gets really, really busy. So bear that in mind. When we were over the other side of the lake last year, everything was just accessible from ground floor, so it wasn't a problem. Well, despite our 6 o'clock alarm, we were wandering into Disneyland Park at 8:43. So we're getting an extra magic 47 minutes rather than an extra magic hour. I think we're heading over to do the Haunted Mansion as our first thing, because we went on that last year and it was kind of not really working. It was very stop-start and we didn't really enjoy it, so we want to give that another chance. And then I think the plan is Disneyland Park during magic 47 minutes this morning, and then when we've done that, get as many rides as we can during that period. And then we want to head over to Studios today because I want to go in the Avengers Campus shop because it's always got cool stuff. We've obviously got the Spider-Man ride over there that Anna really loves, and see what's going on over there as well. So I'll see you in the park in a minute. In there. It's literally there. Look. I'm not even kidding. It's right there. Don't know who these guys are hanging out on this balcony, but they're in there this morning as we come in. Furious that it's never Donald Duck. Winnie the Pooh's out as well. All the characters are out. I guess this is probably the best time to go and do the character meet and greets, because the queue for Winnie the Pooh right now is half the size that it was at any point yesterday. So if you are looking to hang out with Winnie the Pooh, extra magic hours, that's the way forward. Change of plan. Anna has rightly pointed out that with her access pass, we don't have to queue for any of the rides, so let's not use our magic hour for rides. Let's head to the castle, because in the castle, they're doing wand making, which Anna really wants to do, which I don't think she can queue jump. So we're gonna try and go and do that while it's less busy. We're not sure that it will actually be running because a lot of the shops aren't open yet. But if that is on, we're going to do that now and then do the rides later on when we can take advantage of her legs. I think that's a technical term for it. Take advantage of her legs. Well, that scuppers that plan. Back to Frontierland. I'm really starting to regret this 6 a.m. alarm. It's now 9 o'clock. We'll do it afterwards. I'm not going to go to the shop during magic hour. We're going to go and get on a ride. Or am I? Should we go? Okay, let's go to the shop then. Because Phantom Manor's closed as well. That's not open until 9:30. We were going to run over to Pirates, but I think we're just going to go to the shop instead. Oh, this is stairs here. Okay. I want to get a cowboy costume, or at least a cowboy jacket, because it's cold. And I didn't bring a coat with me, because I've never needed one here before. So when we've been here in previous years, this shop has had loads of cowboy paraphernalia. Looks like there's less than there has been previously. Maybe I'll get myself a Phantom Manor jumper. I actually don't think this shop is even open yet. Even the shop's not open. What we've learned here is don't come to Frontierland during magic hour. So it is now exactly 9 o'clock. This is attempt number 3 to do something during our extra magic 47 minutes. But straight away it looks like almost everything in here is closed as well. What's actually open during extra magic hour? I know last year we did, what's the main bit, Discoveryland? I know we did that during magic hour last year and got like 5 or 6 rides done, so maybe that's where you're supposed to go for magic hour. And everything else opens at 9:30 with the rest of the park. Well, despite this being our 5th trip to Disneyland Paris in as many years, we're demonstrating we are still absolute amateurs because nothing's open in Adventureland either. So I finally got the app open and had a look, and it looks like the only rides that are currently open are the ones in Discoveryland and the stuff that's in studios. So I think we're going to head over that way and see what the happy is over there. So having now had a proper look at the app, we've established that the only rides that are really open during magic hour, at least today, I don't know if it changes day to day, the only rides that are actually open are the ones you wouldn't want to go on straight after breakfast. I'm not going to bring my scrambled eggs back up again on Big Thunder Mountain, so I think we're going to go and hang around in the castle outside of where the Wand building is, so Anna can be towards the front of the queue for that. And then tomorrow, I don't think we're going to bother with magic hour, or if we do, we'll have a light breakfast and maybe do it in studios and do like Tower of Terror and stuff like that. Because this is mad. I don't remember it being like this. I remember in the past, stuff was actually open. This is very strange, wandering around and all the shops are closed, most of the rides are closed. It's very odd. So we're back in the castle, and we're not sure if this is the shop where the wand thing is.
Yes, that's the door.
Is that it over there?
Yeah, that's the door.
Ah, there we go. So we are in the right shop, we think. We're just waiting to figure out how it works. Anna's in charge in here, but I think it happens over there. Pam's going to have a little look now. I think this might be the queue for it already. So here we have various wands and things. So this is what she's after. You want a magical wand?
Yeah.
So do you make it yourself, or do they make it?
I make it.
That might be the queue for it then, or do you want to?
You want that? Green and red. Just purple as well. Purple? Yeah.
It's wand time. I'm not entirely sure why there's a fire over there, but there's a fire over there.
It's ended.
Ah, okay.
That one.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'll book it up, yeah. And also, just all of the words. Hocus Pocus.
You read that off there, you're cheating.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much.
Very nice. Right, our wander's been ordered. We have to pick that up later. We had to pay for cash in there. We didn't have any cash, so we've got to go back with some cash, and then we can pick that up. We're just in the Christmas shop next door, where she wants mini ears to go on our Christmas tree. I want, and might be getting, Eeyore in disguise as a reindeer, which is excellent. Although I did get a Christmas-themed Eeyore in here last year, Eeyore in a Christmas jumper. I probably shouldn't buy a Christmas Eeyore every time I come to Disneyland. In other news, it has just passed 9:30 now, so theoretically, everything should now be open. So once we've made this purchase, we'll actually go and get on some rides. We've managed to do our entire extra magic hour, not go on a single ride. We spent most of it waiting in the one shop, which I think opened at 9 in the end. Well, what a kerfuffle this morning has been. Anna's card was declined in both shops she tried to shop in. Apparently not a problem with the card, a problem with the card machines here at Disney. So we've just been sent to a cash machine so that she can complete her purchases. It was fine, so it's definitely not a problem with her card. It's now nearly 10 o'clock. We still haven't been on a ride. My alarm went off nearly 4 hours ago. I think we are now heading back over to Frontierland and planning on doing now what we originally planned to do an hour and a half ago. Madness. Kerfuffle. Kerfuffly madness. There we go. We've finally been on a ride. The Phantom Manor, Haunted Mansion. I never know which one it's called and where. That was good. Last year we were a little bit, it was constantly stop and start, so there was a lot of people getting on and off and it was constantly stopping, and I think we lost some of it through that, but that time, really good. Really enjoyed it. Tempted to head over there now while we're over here. And I've never been on Big Thunder Mountain. If you missed the previous video in this series, I'm now a roller coaster guy. I've come out of retirement. I feel like that might be one to go and get on. Well, that's Big Thunder Mountain complete. And I think I can confidently say, obviously now I am a roller coaster guy again, best one I've ever been on. That was brilliant. I don't like the ones that strap you in by the shoulders and really jolt you around. That one was just fun and fast and took long. I don't need loops and queuing for an hour for a 12-second hurlathon. I enjoyed the fact that that was probably a good, at least a minute or so long. Lots of shenanigans and just being fast and having fun. Really enjoyed that. Highly recommend. We'll almost certainly be on that again before we go home. Boys and girls, brace yourself for the best shop, not just at Disneyland Paris, in the world. The giraffe shop. Why is it the best shop in the world, I hear you cry? Because of this guy who just hangs around in here, having his delicious leaves, selling his wonderful wares. What a very friendly chap. I like this jacket, but I've just tried it on and stupid gorilla arms strike again. It doesn't quite fit on my arms. I tried it in the biggest size, the 2XL. I really like that. I'm looking for something that I can basically wear in the evenings over the top of my clothes, not just like a hoodie, because the weather's not great, and that would have been ideal, but alas, 'tis not to be. Only 70 euros as well, so cheaper than a Spirit jersey, because they're crazy expensive. This guy looks grumpy, doesn't he? What a misery. And then we've got the sparklies over here. It's always worth having a wander through the little Aladdin walk area. It is fun, and there's never any queues and it's never busy. Yeah, it's very cool. There you go, Pabby's finally earning his keep as a member of this travelling party, because we're doing something that I've never done before, because Anna can't really do it. We're going up the Robinson Crusoe treehouse thing, which is all stairs. So obviously Anna can't do it, but she's waiting down there while her latest dose of medicine kicks in. And me and Pabby are coming for a walk to see what this is all about. I have no idea what it is. I think it's just a big staircase. Well, we're nearly at the top. We're still not entirely sure what this attraction is. I think they've just made a staircase into something people are willing to queue for, which is very Disney. I mean, it's jolly. It is just a lot of walking upstairs though. I mean, we are pretty high up now. It's a long way down to where Anna's waiting for us. And I think, having walked up, we now just walk down again. It's not even a slide. Thought we'd at least have a helter-skelter. So next stop after the excitement of that staircase, Pirates of the Caribbean, one of the best rides in the entire park. giddy. Pirates of the Caribbean, as good as ever. We've got our dinner here tomorrow as well, our traditional Captain Jack's dinner, which is our favourite meal that we often have when we come here. We were at the front of the boat, which we've never been before, which was fun. Did get wet though, especially when all the water came over the side and my foot and Dag both got absolutely soaked. So I am in very real danger of getting trench foot in my right foot now, but that's one of my favourite rides, love that. I know we had a slow start to the day, it's still not even 11:30 and we've done, close to getting on for double figures for rides now, so we're certainly picking up the pace from this point. Just didn't need to be in here as early as we were. Oh, are we on there? Look how serious I look. There we go. Yeah, the grand reveal of Anna's wand. Oh wow, that is very colourful. Happy? That was top of her to-do list for this trip, so that's that sort of. They're still not taking card payments in there, but we had some cash this time. And oh, Anna didn't get a 1 cent change. I would sue Disney. They owe you money. Well, I don't want to alarm anybody, but the sun has come out. It's now just turned 12 o'clock, and it's turning into quite a pleasant sunny day. So we're leaving the park. I think we're gonna head to the studios, have a look in some of the shops, have a look at a couple shops in the Disney Village, head over to the Marvel Hotel and have a look at the shop there to see if there's any exclusive stuff there, and then head back to the hotel for a bit, maybe have a little bit of a nap to catch up on the sleep we missed yesterday, and possibly a little bit of a swim, and then recharge, head out again later on in the afternoon. We've got our dinner booked for in the Studios Park for later on today. We're going to the Pym Kitchen, so we could time it so we come out just in time to do maybe Spider-Man and a couple of other rides before that, head for dinner, and then fireworks. That sounds like a jolly good day. There's no way I can make it to the fireworks from now. That's 9 hours away, so we do need that break in the middle, which is what we're heading for now, slowly. We've got like 10 things to do on the way. First stop, because we've never been able to come in here before, the Disneyland Hotel. It's very fancy in here. We were expecting there to be a gift shop in here, but I can't see it. That's what we're looking for, just to see if there's any exclusive stuff for this hotel, like there is in the other hotels. I assume there probably is. So apparently there is a shop in here. It's up on this second floor, so we've just jumped in a lift and come up here. This was all being refurbished last couple of trips we made, so we were never able to come in here. But I think down here is the shop. Potentially multiple, looking at the sign. So here we go, this is the Royal Collection Boutique. So we're just really looking to see if they've got anything in here they don't have elsewhere. For example, the Disneyland Hotel merch. Each hotel has its own exclusive merch. We could wear that at home and pretend we stayed here. So now we've spent just enough time in the Disneyland Hotel to convince Anna she wants our next trip to cost 10 grand. We're heading into Studios. So obviously Walt Disney Studios is under renovation, so you can't go in the normal way. So we're coming in down this side access route. I have just been and purchased myself a Monsters University varsity jacket, which no doubt you'll see me sporting before the end of the video. But yeah, this is where the entrance brings you in now, so you sort of come in right in front of the Tower of Terror, and then the Avengers Campus is around to the left-hand side. So, like I say, we're not really planning to do any rides now. It's more a case of Pab wants to go into the shops in here. Before he commits to a purchase, he wants to see everything that's available, including any exclusive stuff that might be in the Avengers Campus. So we're heading there, and then I could do with a nap. I'm getting tired again. Ooh, I'm so old, I've got hiccups as well, which is making this so much easier to vlog. There you go, we've walked in here, and what do you know, if it isn't Spider-Man hanging around on top of that building, doing Spider-Man things, speaking French, which is a bit of a problem. But there he is, having a lovely time. Avengers Campus is not any less cool the second time we're here. It is so awesome wandering around, just looking at all this Avengers stuff. Very, very snazzy. Of course, we'll be able to go on that this year. Now I am brave enough to go on rides. But I think our plan is to have a look in the shop, the Spider-Man shop, see if there's any exclusive stuff in here. Straight away, there's loads of very cool Scarlet Witch stuff. So there's the Loungefly bag, the Spirit jersey, the Mickey ears. So much stuff in here we've not seen in any of the other shops. I think Anna's after a Scarlet Witch Spirit jersey. Pabby's found himself a Avengers jacket. If you've managed to find something waterproof, I'm going to be fuming. I'm going to have to get one as well. We're going to be matching. You know, me and Anna have gone bonkers in the Marvel shop when it made sense to get a hold all to put it all in. I'll show you what we got when we get back to the hotel. We got some cool stuff though. Very happy with my purchases. We are now heading over to the Pixar area. And then I think we actually are heading back to the hotel because Anna's scooter, just like yesterday, is starting to run out of battery. So it needs an afternoon of charge so that it can be, she's calling me back for biscuits. It needs an afternoon of charge so that she can use it again this evening for dinner and fireworks. Oh, there are biscuits. Oh. We've made it to Pixarland. Anna's scooter is redlining. So we're having a quick look around there and up here where they've got the street food stuff near Remy. And I think we're going to turn around and start heading back so we can get the scooter on charge and give it a good 3 or 4 hours this afternoon to give her a chance of making it to the fireworks tonight. I think we need a second battery for this scooter. Well, we are finally on the way back to the hotel. Anna's battery is finally pretty much dead. She's currently going downhill and freewheeling. We've just had an Earl of sandwich because they are delicious sandwiches. Pab has gone off to the Hotel New York to have a look in the shop there before he commits to buying anything. We're just getting back to the hotel to try and get this scooter on charge for as long as possible. We've got about 4 hours before we need to be out for dinner, so hopefully that'll be enough to charge it up again so that it can cope with getting out for dinner and staying out for the fireworks, which of course we missed yesterday. In other news, about 5 people today have told me how much they love this up shirt that I'm wearing, and they're asking me where I got it from, so I imagine the comment section is going to be similar. I don't remember exactly where I got it from, but if you search for Disney Hawaiian shirts, which is what I searched for, there was a website that had absolutely loads, and all the shirts I'm wearing this week were from there. They are absolutely not officially licensed, they are knockoffs, which is one of the other reasons I'm not going to link to it. I genuinely don't remember the name of the site, but they were relatively cheap. They had to wait for them to arrive from America, but they are cool. I like them, and this shirt seems very popular. It's time for everybody's favourite part of the video. What did Kevin buy today? Look, Anna's here too. She also bought some things, so she might show you what she bought. We have, firstly, because we spent so much in the Avengers Campus, we qualified for a discount on the bag. Should have been €30, got it for 15. A standard gift bag, carrier bag thing was $3.50. So we got this. We did get one of these earlier in the day because I bought something else. But you can never have too many bags at Disney, in my experience. So, the purchases. First up, this is the one that I bought on the way into studios. I've seen lots of people wearing this. I wanted a jacket. This is a jacket. I tried on an Avengers jacket and it was a little bit too short on the arms. I also tried on that one in the draft shop, was a little bit too short in the arms, too tight on the arms. But this is quite cool. Varsity jacket, Monsters University, which I believe we saw at the cinema, if I am not mistaken. And yeah, jacket. And then I wasn't planning on getting this, but I saw this in the Avengers Campus and ended up getting another thing to wear as a jacket. So I imagine the Monsters one won't even get worn while we're here, because this I think is much more appropriate for wearing for the fireworks tonight. Very snazzy on the inside, got a tiny little Avengers logo, but it's all black all over. And I don't know if it's waterproof, but it feels like it would be. Reversible? Well, I wouldn't ever wear it the other way around. I'd look like a pillock. And then the female got herself yet another Spirit jersey. She has a Scarlet Witch one, which I was actually tempted to get one of these myself, but they didn't have them in my size. But I think it's very cool. They had matching bags and ears to go with that as well, so that's yours. I also got some Marvel pens. And you got other bits as well. If you got your bag, we'll show what else you bought. So Anna got her wand, which we've already seen, so we don't need to get the wand out again. But she also got a Lion King t-shirt. Yoink. And the Christmas tree decorations that we saw before, the ones that had little ears. And then another t-shirt, which is, I don't know, what is this? one of those. Is that Lion King as well? Yeah. Which I should wear, really, because I'm not an idiot. I'm a great human. There you go, pop those bits in there. So it's been an expensive shopping day. The reason Pabby has stayed out is because he's northern, so he didn't want to commit to buying things as he saw them. He wanted to see everything that was available in the entirety of the park before making that commitment. So he had to go over to the Marvel Hotel to check that shop, and then he'll have been to every shop, and then he's going to go back round and buy his favourite bits. So I imagine he'll have bought some bits by the time we hook up with him again later on today. But our plan now, have a little bit of a nap, maybe have a little bit of a swim, definitely charge the scooter back up, and then we're heading back to studios because we've got dinner booked for 5:30 at Pym Kitchen in the Avengers Campus, which is a buffet we've been to before the Avengers Campus was there, before it was all rebranded. But I like a buffet, so it's all Marvel themed. It should be cool. It has giant things, yes, because it's the Pym Kitchen. So we'll probably see you there or on the way there, because I'm now going to remove my clothes and do a sleepy. Well, some time has elapsed, and as you can see, I am Donald Duck and jacketed up. Pabby, look, he's got himself a little Newport Bay Club sophisticated jumper. He looks like a gentleman. I look like an urchin, but we're heading out for our delicious buffet now. We're late because well, not late, but we're not as early as I hoped, because I lost my camera case and thought I was going to have to leave you at home, but I found it. I searched the room and found it. I searched the room and it was found.
Not me.
We don't need details. They just need an overarching idea of the story of the day. Details sometimes make me look bad. But I searched the room thoroughly, and then shortly after it was found, and we're heading for dinner now. We've got some very snazzy theming in here. We just came for a time thing to get in. The tables and chairs look like school dinner hall, but the rest of the restaurant is pretty cool. And here we have the buffet situation. So we've got salads over here. There was some hot stuff and some desserts over there. Looks like there's a guy making a massive sandwich over here, which is intriguing to me. Yeah, there's enormous sandwich. Okay, so here, because it's all themed over Ant-Man, we've got tiny burgers and a massive burger. And then more of the hot food offerings over here. It looks fine. Like I say, we came here before it was re-themed to be Pym, and it was fine then too. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I need to eat now. Well, the two fussy people might be a while, but I've got a massive plate of food. It looks amazing. It's basically Kevin dinner. A whole load of beige, a build-your-own Caesar salad, a tiny hamburger and some prawns. I'd eat this kind of meal every day, because these are all my favourite foods. Putting on my nice new expensive white shirt for this meal was a terrible idea, especially when you consider they had blue custard, which obviously I'm gonna have to get involved in. Official review and rating out of 10 for Pym's Kitchen. It was pretty good. Now we need to find somewhere to get coffee from. Well, after a little bit of shopping, both in studios and then here back at Disneyland Park, we got Anna a blanket for the fireworks because she's going to get cold sat in that chair waiting for the fireworks. It's nearly 7:30. The fireworks are at 9. I know from past experience that the disabled access for the fireworks, where she'll actually be able to see from her chair, opens maybe an hour before. So any time now, I guess. And there's always a big queue, and it's still quite hard to get decent access. So we're heading over there now to try and claim a spot, which is why we need the blanket, because if she's sat there not moving for 2 hours, it is going to get chilly as the sun goes down. Do you want to see the castle? There you go, look, there's the castle. It's nice, isn't it? I think they'd make more of a fuss about it. Make it their thing. There's also a big queue for donuts. And there's bubbles everywhere this week. I've never noticed bubbles at Disneyland before, but they are absolutely everywhere we go. Bubbles, absolutely timed to perfection. We got here just as they started letting people in. So if you do have, why is my camera over there? If you do need the reserved disabled access for the fireworks, we're here exactly 90 minutes before the laser bit starts. So that starts at 8:50, we're here at 7:20. And as you can see, we are the second people in. There was one person in front of us in the queue, but the whole area is empty. If you leave this too much longer, it gets absolutely rammed in here. So This is going to be the best view of this we've ever had. This is perfect. So 90 minutes before. Well, we've been here for about an hour. As you can see, it is pretty busy behind us now. It's getting pretty dark. We've just had an announcement that the Sky Parade is not going to have the drones, probably because of how windy it's been, which is a little bit of a shame. But we'll still get the illuminations afterwards. There's actually a few people leaving because they're not having the drones, which I guess if that's the bit you're here to see is fair enough. It is disappointing. Just means we'll have to come tomorrow as well to try and get the drones. The castle's looking very pretty at this point though. Look at the sky behind it as well. It looks much better on camera than it does in real life. That's awesome. Well, that was pretty good even without the drones. Now it's time for the illuminations, which is the new show that we've not seen yet. This one here is ready, aren't you? You're ready?
Ready, but I'm tired.
We just got absolutely soaked as well when the water went off on that one. Well, that was excellent, although I was led to believe it was a new show. It was the same old show, just with some extra fireworks, wasn't it?
A different name.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Good though. Shame we missed the drones, but it's always worth seeing. We're going to try and head back to the hotel now, but I suspect we're going to be waiting a while because we're right in the front and there's a lot of people behind us. And we're back in the hotel. It's 2 minutes past 10, so not made too bad time at all. I just love staying on site. We were saying on the way back, love the idea of going to Florida, but not sure I could cope with having to get a car or get the bus to go around. I love the fact that the illuminations finished 40 minutes ago. I'm already back here in our room. We'd have been back sooner as well, but there's only that one lift to get Anna up from the ground floor to the reception floor, then she can get on the main hotel lift. We actually left Anna down there because me and Pab have the water hack for the hotel because they don't give us new bottles of water each day. There's no fridge in the room, so getting cold water is a challenge, but there's ice available next door. There's an ice machine right next door to our room. Huh?
I need to take medicine.
Yeah, your water's on there. So we went and filled up our flasks with ice and then went down to the gym where there's an iced filtered water machine and we've got sort of iced filtered water with ice cubes to see us through the night. We'll fill it up again there in the morning. We're geniuses, actual geniuses. So there's your Newport Bay Club hotel tip if you like water the way we like water. But I think we're going to wrap things up there. We're up early again in the morning. We're going to head into Studios Park first thing tomorrow morning because we want to ride, what's it called? Crush's Coaster?
Yeah.
Which always seems to have the biggest queues in the whole park. So we're aiming to get there, and it's belching. We're aiming to get there during Extra Magic Hour and then maybe do like the Spider-Man ride, the Avengers ride, Tower of Terror, all that kind of stuff in there. I think tomorrow morning is going to be our studios time. And then we would like to hit the pool tomorrow as well. Tomorrow's our last full day. We go home on Friday. It's Wednesday now, so we've got another full day tomorrow. Including Captain Jack's for dinner tomorrow, which is going to be exciting. And then we need to obviously start making a short list of what rides we want to get done on Friday morning before we head home as our final run around the park, as well as It's a Small World, because obviously we'll do that again because it's the best ride in the world. Hello folks, day 3 of our Disneyland Paris series, second full day, and as you can see, we are now bathed in glorious sunshine. After a couple of days of overcast cloudiness, we now have blue skies everywhere. Unfortunately, because it's autumn, blue skies and no clouds means it's freezing cold. I've looked out the window this morning, saw it was sunny, thought, you know what, just a shirt and shorts. Today is the first day I've not even brought a hoodie with me in my backpack. I put my sunglasses on, never once thought to look at the weather app or the temperature on my watch. Took a step outside. It's 8 degrees out here at the moment at 8:51 in the morning. It's cold. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But we are on our way over for our Extra Magic 35 minutes or so. We decided not to bother going over for Extra Magic Hour after yesterday when most of the rides were closed during it. We've had a little look on the app. From what I can tell, there's 5 rides currently open, 2 in Studios, 3 in Disneyland Park. So we're heading over to Studios. One of the rides that's open is the Spider-Man ride. So I've taken my travel sickness tablets because I need them for that ride. And we are heading over to Walt Disney Studios to go and help Spider-Man save the world and then figure out what the plan for the rest of the day is from there. Look how beautifully sunny it is. Look at the blue skies. It's so cold. Well, we are in with 25 minutes of Magic Hour remaining. We've just checked the app, and Crush's Coaster, which had the biggest queues of anywhere yesterday, is open now, so we are making a beeline there to try and get on that, because I'm a roller coaster guy now, so we're trying to get there. Well, that's Crush's Coaster Complete, no queue at all in the disabled line, although be aware, if you are here on an accessibility pass, there are stairs. You have to go down and upstairs once you get out of the chair, so I don't think if you are fully in a wheelchair, I don't think it's accessible. It might be, but they made Anna walk up and down some stairs. First half of the ride was lovely, and then they turned me around, and the second half I was going backwards, and it was horrible. I hated going backwards. Yeah, I just shut my eyes, put my head back, and I can't sit backwards on a train. It's not that I didn't like it, it's that I instantly, as soon as we started moving backwards, even though I've got the travel sickness tablet in me, I instantly felt sick. Within like a second of moving backwards, it was like, oh God, here comes breakfast. And on that topic, we are now heading over to Spider-Man. We've got about 10 minutes of magic hour left, so there shouldn't be too much of a queue there either. This made me feel really ill last year, but I have got the travel sickness tablet in me, so fingers crossed it won't. And this ride is the official reason why Pabby's with us, because Anna was so disappointed with my performance on Spider-Man last year, she insisted on having a competent video gamer to come on and help her set a high score. So that's going to be his contribution, yeah. I'm just here to make up the numbers. One of my favourite things about the Spider-Man ride is because it's one of the newer rides in the park, it is completely accessible. So Anna can come through this bit in her scooter, so she doesn't miss out on all like the preamble that we miss out on a lot of the rides by having to go in the back door. So we're in the main bit with everybody else. I like that. All rides should be like that. Well, this whole trip to Disneyland has been a waste of time. They didn't put a fourth person in our car with us, so we got a score of 610,000 as a 3. To get into the top 10 for the month, we needed a score of 850,000. If we'd have had a fourth, we'd have been there, but they didn't give us a fourth, so we may as well just go home now. Go home, failures. It's the whole reason it's the whole reason Pabby's left the north of England. What a waste. Well, we were planning on going on Avengers Flight Force next, but despite there being a massive queue outside, we've just checked the app and it's not actually open, and looking at the front of the queue, they're not actually letting people in, so we're going to wander around to the front of the park, and I think after all these years of coming, we're going to be brave enough to go on Tower of Terror. So this might be the last you ever see from me. So next up, Tower of Terror. Anna's wanted to go on this for years, and I've never wanted to go on it because it specifically mentions don't go on it if you have high blood pressure, back problems, motion sickness. Basically says, hey, Kev, don't go on this ride. So I went and queued up with her, the three of us, and just before we were going on, I've ducked out and let her go on there with Pab, because she wouldn't have done it without me if if I hadn't have got right to the front of the queue with her. So I have left. I still feel pretty motion sick and pretty rough off the back of the Spider-Man ride. These rides in this park make me just... so I'll still go on the roller coasters. I'm a roller coaster guy now, just not a guy. However, did get myself an excellent hat. So there's that. I have an excellent hat now. It seems I made the right choice not going on it from the reviews from these two. I don't know why the camera's going over there. There we go. These two telling me it was a traumatic experience, and quite glad I gave that one a miss.
I don't like flying.
Yeah.
I left the seat.
You would left the seat?
Yeah.
Wow. So Anna, did it fix you back though, being flailed around like that? Throw it back in. But yeah, that was that's one. I'm a roller coaster guy now. I will go on roller coasters. I don't need to be flung up and down repeatedly. I feel like that's a step too far for me for this trip. I'll just settle with my sexy hat for today. Well, I've just had a little look on the app. Avengers Flight Force still not open. It's 10:30 and that one still hasn't opened today, which is weird because there's a big queue outside it. So I think they are opening it at some point. It's just not open yet. The only other ride we'd potentially want to do in studios is Ratatouille, but it's not for me when I'm already feeling a bit queasy from a previous ride, because that one does make me feel sick. So we're leaving studios, we're heading over to Disneyland Park. There's a few bits in there we still want to ride that we haven't managed to do yet, so we're going to go and see about getting on some of those. And then I think we're going to go and do a bit of gift shopping and probably head back to the hotel a little earlier today so that we don't risk Anna's scooter running out of juice. Because then if we get back earlier, charge it up, we can then come back a little earlier. We're not planning on seeing the illuminations tonight, so we have a plan. I think it's a good plan. Let's head to Disneyland. So we've made it into Disneyland Park and we are now sat in the sunshine, lovely and sunny, waiting for the big boat to go on a big boat I like the big boat. And we've made it onto the boat, which means we have excellent views of Big Thunder Mountain, my new second favourite ride. After, of course, It's a Small World. But I had a lot of fun on Big Thunder Mountain yesterday. We'll drag these two on there again, probably before we go home. It was splendid. We could also see all of the ducks, lovely Disney ducks, hanging around down there with some other birds. But I think they all fall under the category of duck. And off we go. Well, that was a marvellous time, as usual. I do enjoy the big boat. These two, I think, less so. I think I've just made them spend 20 minutes humouring me. But it was marvellous. I like it. I pretend I'm in Red Dead Redemption. I have a little dance to the music, and I enjoy all of the natural scenery of the wild west of France. It's great. Well, we've ventured into a bit of the park that we've not been into since our first trip back in 2019. We're right next to the Indiana Jones ride. We're not going to go on the ride because we're all a bit old and broken, but I remember there was quite a good shop here, so we've come down to look at the shop. It's not as good as I remember. They had like costumes and stuff in here when I was here years ago. Less so now, it seems, although I can get myself a lovely monkey, or probably more importantly, an Indiana Jones hat, which I might have to get one of those. My second hat of the day. Hey, I stand corrected, there are a few bits here. If you want to do Indiana Jones cosplay, you can get an actual Indiana Jones shirt. They've got the hats over there. They've also got a lot of 2XL jumpers, which I haven't seen in many other places, that are quite nice. So I just don't think we will venture down this end of the park very often, but there's some stuff here we've not seen in any of the other shops. Like these ears, I've not seen in any other shop we've been to. So there is some unique stuff if you go and dig out the specific shops. We've left Pabby at the Indiana Jones place because he wanted a size they didn't have, and they've gone to fetch him one. He's going off to do his gift shopping for family and whatnot now. So we're heading back to go to a couple of the shops that he went to yesterday when we went back to the hotel, because he's an energetic little rascal. He can leave the hotel at 8:30 in the morning and stay out till 10 p.m. and he's fine. We're not capable of that. Two reasons. One, we're old and not as fit as he is, but two, the scooter just can't do that either. That needs a good 3 or 4 hours on charge now probably. So we're going to head back to the hotel via some of the shops in the Disney Village. We're going to head over to the Marvel Hotel that we stayed in last year as well to have a look at the shop in there. So it's going to be a slow route back to our hotel. It's only 11:30, so we've got plenty of time. So we're going to head back there, probably do a little bit of shopping ourselves on the way, and then put Anna down for a nap. I'm going to head out to the Lego store, so I've got to make a video for the Lego channel, which I still haven't done. And then we'll come out again this afternoon. We've got dinner booked at Captain Jack's for 5 p.m. So we'll certainly be out in time for that. There's still a few more rides we want to do, including the railroad. Love riding the train. And then of course we've still got tomorrow as well, although tomorrow is our travel home day. Our Eurotunnel isn't until like 9:30 in the evening. So as long as we've left here by like 2, 3 o'clock, that gives us plenty of time to get back over to Calais. So we don't need to rush tomorrow either. So here we go then, folks. This is what I've decided is the quietest part of the day to be in the Disney Village. So you noticed it the other day as well. Between like 11 and 2, I guess everyone's in the parks. So we are heading into the big Disney store that we haven't been in at all yet since we've been here to have a little rummage. And then straight away as I come in, something we've not seen anywhere else. Action figures. And loads of Avengers stuff. This used to be Pixar down this end. I guess they've had a little bit of a reshuffle because it's now all Avengers bits and bobs. That's a cool hoodie. I like that quite a lot. But I've bought like a jumper every day I've been here, so I don't need to buy any more. What are you showing me? Oh, stairs. Well, we can just go out and go in the next door then. It's fine. Well, I thought there was. Doesn't matter. No slope to get up to the next bit, so we just had to go outside and back in again. But the next bit is for all you Trekkies who love your Star Trek. You can make your glow sticks here, look. If you want to make a glow stick, that's how much it would cost you. I do not wish to make a glow stick. But lots and lots of Star Wars paraphernalia in here, which doesn't really interest me. So there's the Pixar section over there. So let's have a little rummage through this, see what we've got. That's quite a cool bag. They're quite cool ears. And then lots of bits and bobs. Toy Story stuff over there. Lots of lovely cuddly critters. I haven't bought a cuddly critter yet this time. I haven't seen him in any other shop. Even at the one next to the Ratatouille ride. Do I need to get myself a cuddly critter? I usually do get one. But I don't really have much room in my new office for such a thing. Get myself a Buzz Lightyear costume. And then we've got Mickey stuff at the back here. And of course Stitch, continuing the Stitch takeover. Stitch is like the main character of Disney now, it seems. I don't even understand how that's happened. So next up on the way back to the hotel is swinging back to our old stomping ground where we used to live at the Hotel New York. Have a look at my mate Iron Man on the way in. Wasn't there a Black Panther here before? Is he just gone? Well, Iron Man and Captain Marvel are still here, but Black Panther's gone.
And Hulk.
We can go just down here, look. Unless you want to go and look at the models. No? There you go, we know the way in. The best thing about this hotel, well, it's not the best thing, a great thing about this hotel compared to the one we're staying in this year, and I talked about it a little bit on yesterday's video as well, I think, is that when you go in, you're already on the ground level. So there's no waiting for the one tiny little lift to get Anna up and down the stairs. You just get in and you're in, which is awesome. Here we go, we're going in. I think next year, assuming we come next year, which we probably will, I think we just pay the extra and stay here again. It's just great. I love it so much. Look at that. You walk in and it just absolutely hits you with Marvel. You've got all the Iron Man stuff over there. Everything's superhero themed. It's just great. Let's have a swoop around to the shop. See if we've got anything exciting or exclusive. Might get myself a Spider-Man hat. Beautiful. So there are a few bags. I've not seen that bag anywhere else, I don't think. Oh, we've had a power cut as we've walked in. Okay, that was unexpected. And the power's back on. There we go. So it doesn't look like they've got the exclusive Loungefly bags in here anymore, which means Anna timed it perfectly last year when she got one. They've still got all of the other bits of merch, like the mugs and the t-shirts and stuff, but no Loungefly bag. You did good with this one.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah, we made purchases in the Marvel shop in the Marvel Hotel, as has become our protocol on this series. I'll show you what we've got when we get back to the hotel. Do you want to go down and see if we can sneak into the room we're not supposed to go into? No. There's the photo opportunity room down there, I think, is just for guests of this hotel. Oh, is there? There's someone guarding the door. But yeah, I'll show you these purchases when we get back. We are now heading back to our hotel. A scenic walk around the lake. So that's where we're heading. The other side of the lake. You can see our window from here. We're pretty much directly opposite where I'm standing right now. So back in the room for the now traditional showing you what we've purchased. It's only 12:20. We've had a very efficient morning. Anna finally got her Loungefly bag for the trip from the Marvel shop. She got the Scarlet Witch one. She got the Spirit jersey from this range yesterday. I suspect tomorrow she'll buy the Mickey ears to get the full set. But it is a very snazzy bag. The lady in the shop said that is a new range in this month. So she's got brand new, exciting things. Then I, despite having already bought a jacket this week, could not resist when I saw this at the back of the shop in the Marvel Hotel. It's just great. This is the sort of thing that I could happily wear at Comic-Con, even the inside of it. If we have a little looky, it's all marbly. It's beautiful. It's cheaper than the Monsters University one I bought earlier in the week as well. It does frustrate me a little bit, and I get why it's a thing. It is fun to do the hunt. It encourages you to go in every shop. Obviously, if every shop stocked everything, you wouldn't spend as much time shopping. The fact that you have to go in every shop to find the stuff that's only in certain shops is what encourages you to shop every day, so you spend more money. I get it, but if I'd have known that existed, I wouldn't have bought the Monsters University one. I wanted a jacket. That was the best jacket I'd found or even seen. I've not seen anyone walking around the parks wearing these. The only shop I've seen them is the one in the Hotel New York, and they had like 5 at the back. So I guess it's a slightly older range, but it was cheaper than the Monsters one and obviously much better, and I wish I'd have seen it before buying the other one. But I now have 2 Disney themed jackets, so I won't need a new Disney themed jacket ever again. You'll probably buy another one later today. I'm gonna go and fill up our water bottles now, and Anna's gonna have a little sleepy sleep and charge her scooter so we can head out again later on this afternoon for more rides. So we are out and about again after Anna's nap and her scooter's recharge. It's just gone 3 o'clock. When me and Pab were coming back from the Lego store earlier while Anna was napping, we got caught in the rain, started to absolutely chuck it down. Looking at the path, I think it has been absolutely throwing it down while we've had a couple of hours back in our room recharging, but seems lovely weather now. I think I've got my outfits the wrong way around today. I wore that shirt this morning when it was 8 degrees. It's now 15 degrees and bright sunshine. And genius is, put a thick hoodie on and I've got my trousers on now. We are heading out for dinner though, which was what I was thinking. Going out for dinner, wear a white hoodie. Always thinking. So we're heading back into Disneyland Park. We've got a couple of rides that we keep meaning to go on, but we keep forgetting, like Pinocchio, Snow White, the kiddie rides, the ones that are fairly near where we're going for dinner. We've then got an early dinner today at Pirates of the Caribbean. And I think we're then heading back to the hotel for an early night and evening swim. We've got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. We're probably not getting up for magic hour tomorrow, so we've got to check out at the hotel tomorrow morning. So I think the plan is head over to the parks mid-morning, like 10ish maybe, and then we need to be leaving here by about 3 o'clock tomorrow. So we need to not only manage our time with checking out the hotel, but also manage Anna's scooter battery, which we've established can do about 4 hours. So if we're leaving here by 3, we probably don't want to be out at 8:30 because her battery's going to die and we're going to have nowhere to charge it. So back to the Disneyland Park. Exciting times, boys and girls. I think up until this point in the week, the Dragon has been away on business. So he's not been here, this has been closed. But we've just walked in. I realise you can't see me at all, but we've just walked in, or walked into the park, and the Dragon is here. So we're going to come and see the Dragon. And there he is. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, that's Snow White complete. Jolly good it was too, although it's like some of these rides are made for kids. I was properly folded up in that. My legs had to go kind of inside themselves. But that one is fun. I enjoy the dwarves. That's why me and Anna are together. And now we're looking for a way into this next one, which is, what is this, Pinocchio? Pinocchio next. Pinocchio done as well, which is effectively just a reskin of Snow White. Same cars, same idea, both excellent. Basically same building as well. We've got just under an hour before our dinner reservation, so we're now trying to decide what to squeeze in now. We could have another go on Pirates of the Caribbean to get us ready for dinner. It's a fun ride. Huh?
You're kidding.
You like that? You got lovely and wet?
You got wet last night. You're in jeans. You're in trouble if you're...
I've got jeans and white trainers on. I probably don't want to be going on that, actually. Well, I guess it's a small world then. Come on. Trying to get these two on Small World. It's like pulling teeth. Next stop, dinner at Anna's favourite Disneyland restaurant. Dinner consumed, and as always in Captain Jack's, the ambiance and atmosphere, much better than the food. The food was fine. I wouldn't go there if you're looking for a gastronomic experience. We had to ask 4 times just to get some water. You get these TikToks of Americans saying you can't get water in Europe. I think they all came to Captain Jack's because it was impossible to get some water, but we did hydrate eventually. And now we are leaving the restaurant just before 6 o'clock. It looks like it's absolutely chucked down with rain again while we were in there. And I think we're now heading over to Frontierland to jump on the train, because we haven't been on the train yet, and I like the train. And obviously we don't want anything too vigorous. Well, we've just eaten a 3-course meal. Well, we were on our way to Frontierland for the train, but we've stumbled across the other Indiana Jones shop that wasn't open this morning, and they've got more gear, so you can get yourself a lovely tactical vest, waistcoat. They've got bucket hats. They've got more stuff in this one. You could get the full ensemble here, the hat, the shirt, the vest, go full Indiana Jones, the scarf. You can even spend 400 euros on quite a pleasant leather jacket. I'm horrified. Trains aren't running from here either, so that's 3 of the 4 stations closed, which means if you want to get on the train, you have to go all the way to the one on Main Street, which has a massive queue. Grrr. Never mind. Hopefully it'll be open tomorrow morning and we can get on it then. So in the absence of the train running, we're now heading back to our hotel and we're going to have an evening swim. I think the pool there is open till 10 p.m. We all brought our trunks with us, and goodness me, are we going to use them? I don't have a camera to bring with me to the pool, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't take it, because I imagine there's going to be loads of kids in there. But we'll meet you on the other side and give you a full review of the swimming facilities at the Newport Bay Club Hotel. Well, as you can see by the sunshine, it's the next morning. I forgot to finish the video last night after swimming. Swimming was good. Massive swimming pool, big ship in there. Lots of space to splish splash around in, although there were lots of kids in there, as you can imagine. So we didn't really get to have a proper swim, but there was a steam room and a sauna, and it was all jolly good. And then we wandered down to the Earl of Sandwich for a late night Caesar salad and chicken noodle soup combo, and noticed as we were walking into the village that they had the drones on in the illuminations in Disneyland, which they hadn't had on the previous 2 nights. So we've done 3 nights here and not seen the drones on any of them, apart from kind of a little bit of drone from a distance yesterday. It's fine. Here we go then, folks, our final day here at Disneyland Paris. It is Friday. Today is our travel day. We are booked on a Eurotunnel at about 9:30 this evening. So we need to be leaving here about 3 o'clock today. We've had quite a slow start. We've not bothered with magic hour this morning. We had a later breakfast. We've packed ourselves up, got the car all loaded up. It's 10:30 as we're walking into the parks. My plan is that should give us roughly the 4 hours that Anna's scooter battery has been lasting this week to do a final sweep around of the parks, ride the rides that we haven't ridden yet, and then start heading off back towards the Eurotunnel, assuming we can fit everything in the car. We are on an official not buying any more stuff rule today because we've loaded up the car, it's full, and our backpacks and Anna's scooter's still not in it. So as it stands right now, there's probably a 50% chance I'm just sticking Anna and Pab on a train and driving the stuff home. I'm semi-joking, it might actually happen. But we are on our way into studios because we want to go on the Cars ride, which we've never been on before. We do kind of want to go on the Avengers roller coaster as well, but it was closed all morning yesterday. We just checked the app, it's closed again now, so we might be missing out on that one. But I also want to get into Disneyland Park and ride the train, and of course a final goal, and It's a Small World, because you have to ride it twice, so it's the best ride in the park. And then we'll see where we are from there. But we're just about to head through the entrance into studios, which means the music is getting loud. So I'll see you on the other side. So we're just heading up towards Cars, the Cars road trip. There's the disabled entrance. This is the Cars road trip, this is what we're going on. And there's a bit of Frozen Land over there doing its thing. This looks great. Bonjour. Look at this. This is going to be fun. Snazzy tram.
That one's not going up.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, if you went on the old backlot tour 3-4 years ago, before they binned it off, half the route has gone to become Frozen, but what's left has been rebranded and shinied up and is now this. We've never been on this version of it before, so I am excited, because that was probably the best attraction in studios back when it was the backlot and before they had Avengers Campus.
Wow, this canyon is so beautiful and calm. So long as a wow,
That was splendid. Kept the best bit of the old backlot tour without all of the faffing around going through the backlots. I like it.
The bit was the fun bit, Kevin.
No, I like the fire and the flood. Oh, very splendid. Well, that's the no buying anything today rule broken. Got myself a ratatouille cereal bowl. To be fair, I always get a cereal bowl from Disney. I've been holding out for a Donald Duck one and haven't been able to find one. So ratatouille, it's acceptable. And it fits in my backpack, so it basically takes up no space. It was space that was being wasted before. It's fine. Well, that studio's complete for another trip. Now we're off back into Disneyland Park for the final time on this trip. Well, I think we're definitely going to try and get on the trains. We haven't done that since we've been here, and I do enjoy the train. And then we're just going to go around and do some of our favourites again. So It's a Small World, Big Thunder Mountain, and see what time it is when we've done all of that. It's 11:30. We want to be walking back towards the hotel for the car, probably about 2-ish. So we've got some time to do a few more rides. Let's go and get them ridden. So we're at the Main Street station. We've never got on the train from here before, but we're just waiting for the next one, which apparently will be about 10 minutes. And I think we have to do the full route because we have to leave Anna's scooter here. But my understanding is all the other stations are closed anyway. I think the 2 of them are like permanently closed, have been closed for years. Frontierland is theoretically open, but was closed last night. I've checked on the app and it's showing as reopen soon on the app as well. So I think that's closed currently anyway. So I guess everyone's doing the full lap, but it's fun. I like going around the full thing. I like the train. So after a short wait, it's train o'clock. There it is, right, come on.
Okay, guys.
As you can see, it's not much warmer today than it has been on previous days. Anna is wrapped up like a snowman. According to my watch, 13 degrees, so actually it's a little bit warmer. I think this time yesterday it was maybe 8 or 10, but it's certainly not been. I've been dressed for warm weather the whole time we've been here. It has not been a warm weather trip, despite it still being relatively early September. It's the 13th of September today. It's just been a cold summer. All our trips this year have been rainy or cold. We're cursed. I've talked about it when we went to Centre Parks. If you want to guarantee good weather on a trip, find out when we're going and book the other weeks, because we are cursed with it. The scary thing is the next trip we've got after this one, we're going on a cruise into the Arctic Circle. I imagine it's going to be, we're going to have to wear shorts while we're there, because it's just going to be reverse land the whole time. We're on the train. I like the train. Around the back of Frontierland, so we've got Big Thunder Mountain over there, and the dinosaur skeletons and whatnot. So there's Frontierland station, which is closed apparently, although we are stopping. So maybe it's not closed? There's no one here. I think it's closed. Okay, so it seems like we're stopping at Fantasyland, which in the 5 years or so we've been coming to Disneyland Paris, I don't think the train has ever stopped at Fantasyland, so I guess people can get off it. We can't, because Anna's scooter's at the Main Street station, but it is actually stopping at Fantasyland now. Who knew? I've never ever been up to this station even. You can see Fantasyland through there.
Aujourd'hui, les gares des Frontierland et Discoveryland sont fermées. Prochain arrêt, Main Street. Dear passengers, welcome aboard of the train Eureka. For your safety, please remain seated during all the journey, and remember that it is forbidden to eat and drink on board. Today, the stations of Frontierland and Discoveryland are closed. Next stop, Main Street.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. And then we have Discoveryland Station. Well, we're not stopping. Doesn't look very busy in there today. And the back end of all the Star Trek stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. As you can see, Anna loves it too. Well, we've timed getting off the train just right, because as we got back onto Main Street, there's a parade coming through. It wouldn't be the last day at Disneyland if I didn't have a Mickey beignet for lunch. I can't show you it, so I've got no way to get it out and film it at the same time. My coffee's on a window ledge. Well, we are approaching the final hour in the park before we have to head back to the hotel and start hitting the road, which of course means only one thing. We have to get back to Small World for one more go on that, because it's the best ride in any theme park in all the world. It's a big queue for Mary Poppins. A much bigger queue for Mary Poppins than there was for Pluto, who was outside the whatever the place where they do the character breakfast is. I forget what it's called. But yeah, it's a Small World. What a ride. When you actually get some sunshine on you and you're sheltered from the wind like we are here, it's actually quite pleasant. It's still only 14 degrees, so it's not warm by any means. Frustratingly, we've looked on the weather apps, it's going to be like 20 degrees next week. We've just picked the cold week, but it's not too bad now. It's nearly 1 o'clock and pleasant enough to be in shirt sleeves and shorts. Although you wouldn't know it from everyone else around us, because everyone else here is wearing a coat, but we're proper British. Pam's Northern, for goodness sake. We obviously are going to be wandering around in our shorts. We're back on it. Look how excited we both are. These two are loving it. Look at them. They're having some. This is such a good ride, and all three of us really, really love it. The next generation of Disney ducks is being brought through over there. Just wandering around, enjoying all of the snacks that people have left out for him, while Mother Duck watches on and makes sure he doesn't get too close to this fence, because every time he does, she moves him back again. No, don't care anymore. Go about your business. I see you being filmed. I want some camera time. All right, you can have some camera time then. But your baby is about to wander through the fence, so you might want to go and deal with that. No? Fair enough. Ah, there he goes, back to the water. He's had his snacks and he is legging it. Well, we've just come into Frontierland because we're going to Big Thunder Mountain, and since we were here yesterday, some Halloween stuff is starting to appear. So clearly they are starting to sneak out the Halloween bits and bobs in what I would still class as early September. But Halloween is beginning. I wonder if the Halloween stuff's starting to get into the shops. We can't buy any more. We can't buy any more. Boo, hiss. We've made it to Big Thunder Mountain, but it's closed temporarily, having one of its very many breakdowns that it has. So I think that's probably that. I'm glad we came back down to Frontierland, because it's the only place that's really started getting the Halloween stuff out. And I do like the Halloween stuff. It was fun being here last year with Halloween in full swing. But yeah, no last ride, I guess. Once again, It's a Small World gets to be our last ride. We are now going to head back to the Disney Village. We want to get into one of the shops there where we found some delicious crisps earlier in the week. We're going to buy some delicious crisps, and then we need to figure out how to get that scooter in an already jam-packed full car, because we've all bought so much stuff. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully we can find somewhere to buy a big rope and we can just tow the scooter. If Anna stays on it and steers, I think that might work. It's only like 350 kilometres back to Calais. I think you need to try it. I think you're being a bit of a coward here. But we'll go and find these crisps. We can go through the little tunnel. This tunnel's brand new. I've never seen this tunnel before. I think this is newly drilled. Here we go, look. Lovely little tunnel. I love the fact that there's all this natural rocky architecture. Not architecture.
Formations.
Formations, yeah. I can see why they put Disneyland here with all this natural beauty. Well, I was this close to this being my first trip to Disneyland where I didn't buy a stuffed toy. So much for not buying anything else today. I walked into the shop where we got the crisps from, the big Disney store, and right in the doorway, this fella was looking back at me. So he had to come home with me, obviously. I know I'm not a Star Wars guy, but as a kid, I did really love Ewoks. I had a number of Ewok toys, even though I'd never seen the films. I like Ewoks. I think they're fun. Quick trip to the toilet and filling up the water bottle later, and we're back at the car, and this is the situation we're in. We've got to get that scooter into this car that is already absolutely rammed full.
Can't leave it.
No, I know. I predict it will be fine. It's Tetris time. Okay, we're getting there. I was planning on showing you the finished packed car, but I need to pack the camera in the bag that's going behind the suitcases. But we've got the scooter in half the size it normally is. Now we just need to get these bits in. I'm thinking we can probably just take the Lego out of the boxes, and I think we're going to be fine. So I think we're going to say goodbye here, because all we're doing now is driving back to Calais, and that's not very interesting. So if you would have found that really interesting, let me know in the comments, and then next time I'll show you it. But we've shown you it before. You don't need to see it again. So if you have enjoyed this series, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for the next travel series, whenever that may be. It hopefully won't be all the way in April next year when we go on our cruise. There'll probably be something between now and then. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Toodle pip. Bye-bye. Look, they're saying bye-bye. Look at them.
Bye.
There you go, look, waving. There you go. Easy peasy. Was never in doubt.